ठुमक ठुमक घुंघरू बाजे नाचे घनश्याम।
नाचे नटवर नित्य सुंदर मेरे नित्य श्याम।
नाचे नटवर नित्य सुंदर मेरे नित्य श्याम।
नाचे नाचे मन मंदिर में मेरे नित्य श्याम।
नाचे नाचे मन मंदिर में मेरे नित्य श्याम।
नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर 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 श्याम।
सुंदर सुंदर नाचे सुंदर नित्यानंद श्याम।
सुंदर सुंदर नाचे सुंदर नित्यानंद श्याम।
नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर श्याम।
नाचे रे नित्या सुंदर श्याम।
मधुसूदना हरे माधवा श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा। मधुसूदना हरे माधवा मधुसूदना हरे माधवा मधुसूदना हरे माधवा मधुसूदना हरे माधवा श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा 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 श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा। मधुसूदना हरे माधवा मधुसूदना हरे माधवा श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा श्री वासुदेवा नित्यानंदा।
नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि परमशिवशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's direct message from Maha Kailasa on this auspicious Krishna Janmashtami. Krishna is the ultimate artistic manifestation of the infinity's Tyaga. Listen, Krishna is the ultimate manifestation of the art. Artistic. Infinity and Tyaga. You can do any permutation combination of these three words. Artistic, infinity, Tyaga. Any permutation combination of these three words you can use to define Krishna. You can say infinite Tyaga in the form of very artistic expression. You can say infinite artistic expression and ultimate Tyaga. You can say infinite Tyaga with artistic expression. You can say Tyaga in a very artistic way with infinity. Infinity to the power of infinity. You can use any permutation combination of these three words, infinity, ultimate, Tyaga.
नित्यानन्दा श्रीवासुदेवा नित्यानन्दा
नित्यानन्द अनंत शयन अनंत रूपा मम गुरुनाथा 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 प्रणव स्वरूपा नित्य नारायण 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 स्वरूपा नित्य नारायण कमल मनोहरा नित्यानन्द कमल मनोहरा नित्यानन्द कमल मनोहरा नित्यानन्द कमल मनोहरा नित्यानन्द आनंद शयन मम गुरुनाथा आनंद शयन मम गुरुनाथा आनंद शयन मम गुरुनाथा आनंद शयन मम गुरुनाथा
Listen. Any permutation combination of these three: art, infinity, tyaga, you can use these three words in any permutation combination to present Krishna. But of course, no words can describe him. He is Parandama, the ultimate. But to understand his Kalyana Gunas, Ananta Kalyana Gunas, the Vibhudis of him, we can use any of these words. So understand, his life is the ultimate manifestation of the art. Everything he has done, even the most cruel strategies, how he finished Karna, how he eliminated Bhishma, how he finished Drona, even those most cruel strategies are so artistic. You will see a deep love, compassion, even romance in his most cruel strategies. He made Yudhishthira lie technically that Aswathama has died and collapsed. Drona. But Drona has a third eye. He is a powerful person. After Drona collapsed emotionally, when he started settling into samadhi, with the decision to leave body, he saw very clearly Aswathama is not yet dead. So he decided to stand up again and pick up his weapon. Krishna goes and tells him, enough. The weapon now, again, it is going to be only you standing with the side of the adharma. You have fulfilled your responsibility and proving your loyalty to the side of the adharma. Enough. Now give up. He convinced Drona not to pick up the weapon and asked Arjuna to kill him. Last minute was not just lying and cheating. He finally went and convinced him towards the side of the dharma. Taking the side of the dharma, Drona dropped the weapons and decided to leave. Because of that, Drona got liberated. Krishna gave him enlightenment, Parandama. Same way Bhishma. When Bhishma was made to fall, collapse, when the Shikandi was brought and made to stand in the front, it's not that Bhishma does not know the strategy. Krishna convinces Bhishma, hey, it is time. You have done, you have repaid what need to be done to the Hastinapura's throne by waging a war with all your strength. Either you drop weapons or I will pick up weapons. Actually, Krishna picked up a wheel of a chariot, which is neither weapon, and you can't say it is not weapon. Krishna has vowed he will not pick up a weapon in the war. But Yudhishthira knows, even as a Narasimha, he did not pick up any weapon to kill Hiranya, because the Hiranyakashipu has a boon. He cannot be killed by any weapons. So use the nail, which can't be called as weapons, but which killed Hiranyakashipu. Same way, Bhishma knows if Krishna decides, he will find something. Without violating his vow, he will not pick up weapon. He knows how to pick up something. And finish Bhishma. So he convinces Bhishma, it's time. You have done what you need to do to prove your loyalty to the throne of Hastinapura. You have done what you need to do to prove your affiliation to the throne of Hastinapura. Now it is time for you. Drop the weapons and be on the side of Dharma. He is such poetic, artistic, loving, romantic manifestation, even in his most cruel strategies. You will see his love manifesting. And it's not that Karna does not know the old man who is standing in front of him. The old Brahmana is Krishna himself. And Karna was lying on the ground without any weapon, trying to lift the wheel of his chariot. It's not that. Karna does not know, because by the time Krishna reached Karna, Karna had a layer of protection by the Dharma Devata. She started protecting him. All the arrows Arjuna sends falls only as a garland on Karna. That is when Krishna realizes, oh God, now I'll have to remove this punyas, the dharma which he has done, the dana which he has done. Now he need to Krishna need to play a strategy, do something. I can describe every situation. I can describe every strategy. Even it looks most cruel. I can see tremendous love of Krishna. Listen. Call Krishna as the Tyagesha, ultimate Tyagi. Whole world accused him, even now accusing him of the person who lived all pleasures to the extreme. They call all the worst words. They use all the worst words on him. Everyone thinks he had a most luxurious life with all kinds of pleasures to the extreme. Nobody knows is the ultimate Tyagi from birth. From birth. His birth itself is out of Tyaga. Why should Parandama, who is living happily in Vaikunta, in Yoga Nidra, has to come down? That itself is a tyaga. Next, the moment he is born, he is separated from the mother. Somebody else brought him up. Then, the moment he has grown, he has to leave, brought up the place he knows as his world. Only if you are made to leave the place you have grown, the place you know as your world, you will understand the tyaga of Krishna. He leaves just because he wants to create something great and show to the world. Dwarka and the ecosystem of Dwarka and what he did through the Dwarka was a demonstration of creativity and positivity in those days for the whole world. And then he sacrifices even Dwarka because his son messed up with Durvasa. His son disrespected Durvasa because the inheritors are not going to keep the purpose of Dwarka. He understood if he leaves Dwarka as it is, it may become anti-humanity instead of boon to humanity. So he finishes it. He takes very clear decision. For the sake of the good of the world, ready to do tyaga of anything. And you guys call him? Fools call him as womanizer. Fools call him as person after pleasure. Fools call him as human being. Tyagesha. 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 Actually, he won Mahabharata war, not Pandavas, not Arjuna, not Yudhishthira, not Bhima. Krishna used all their bodies and he won the Mahabharata war, and all the blame of the war crimes and the war losses are put on Krishna. He got all the accusations, abuses on him, but he did not coronate himself and become the king of Hastinapura. And nobody could have stood against him if he decided to become the king of the Hastinapura. But after the whole war, he does the coronation to Yudhishthira, Dharmaraja, and he simply goes back to his Dwaraka. which is practically empty because one acrony of Narayani Sena, which he created with all his blood, sweat and energy, the amount of training he has done, creating that one acrony of Narayani Sena is gone because the Narayani Sena stood against him, the opposite side. He knows what he taught them, all the powers Narayani Sena has. And he teaches this side, is the side where he is standing, the Pandavas side, how to finish his own Narayani Sena, because the Sena is on the other side, whom he trained, his blood and sweat, his whole life he has put on training them. But because they are on the other side, he tells Gadodgaja, don't worry, none of the Narayani Sena can use their powers in the night time. You go and finish them off in the night time. And Gadodgaja goes and finishes them off. I think the Gadodgaja enters the scene 14th night. 14th night, the whole Narayani Sena is over, done. Because he knows the key. In every level, his tyaga, all kinds of accusations he faced. He was accused of having 16,000 wives. Please understand, he gave them the status of his wives to all those 16,000 women. He empowered them with the status of his own queens, not for any sexual pleasure. And I am pretty sure he has not had any sexual relationship with any of them. And first of all, he cannot have any pleasure from the other person. He is the source of the joy, energy, excitement and pleasure. How can he have pleasure from another person? He only will, if at all, if he has had a physical relationship with anyone, he has given the pleasure. Tremendously, he has showered himself on that person. With so much of accusation, abusal, scandals, attacks due to these scandals. If you read the 100 abuses he tolerated from his enemy, the whole 100 is about sexual accusations. Almost majority of them. I can say the whole thing is from the sexual connotation only. Whether the demons he has to face as a child and kill, or the amount of accusations, bad mouthing, gossiping, scandals he has to face, or the criminal murder attempts he has to face from Gamsa, in every level, he demonstrated his tyaga. Should say most suffered, most misunderstood, but ultimate tyagi among the incarnations is Krishna. See, the whole Narasimhavatara happened only for 2 muhurta. 1 muhurta is 1.5 hours, 2 muhurta is 3 hours, that's all. Whole Narasimhavatara is just 3 hours. In Ramavatara, he did not suffer scandals. He lived only with Sita. So there was no attacks, scandals, gossips. He lived as Maryata Purushottama from the beginning. In Matsyavatara or Kurmavatara, he has no relationship with human beings. He has not suffered. The worst gang in the whole cosmos is humanity, human beings. He has not suffered by interacting with this worst gang. Worst mafia in the cosmos is human beings. But in Krishna Avatara, he has got the real taste of human being. He has got the real taste of human beings. Whether Kamsa, his own uncle, trying to kill him, Kamsa trying to kill him the moment he was born, from that to Aswattama finally sending the Brahmastra to kill his only Vamsa, Parikshittu. Krishna knows Parikshittu is the only guy who is going to carry his DNA. Parikshittu's mother was Krishna's own sister, Subhatra. So the Yadava DNA is going to be kept alive continuously only through Parikshittu. So the last attack in the whole thing, you can see his tyaga. His absolute tyaga. Even when Bhishma violated the dharma, you see, as per dharma, you can't put the arrows on Sarathi, the charioteer. Krishna is Parthasarathi, the driver for Arjuna. So you can't put arrows on Sarathi. Bhishma violated and put arrows on Krishna. You can see the wounds of Bhishma Bana on Parthasarathhi's face even now in Chennai. Triplicane Parthasarathi temple. If you go to Parthasarathi temple, the deity Parthasarathi, he carries that Bhishma Bana wounds on his face. The whole face will be filled with the wounds of the Bhishma Bana. The Utsava Vigraha of Triplicane Parthasarathi temple, you will see the whole face, the wounds of the Bhishma Bana, and the only place Krishna will be with mustache, the deity of Krishna with mustache and beard, is Triplicane Parthasarathi, because he was resting after the war. He can't shave the face. The face was full of Bhishma Bana. The wound of the Bhishma Bana was there. After the war was over, Krishna came to Chennai, the Triplicane, to have a vacation, to rest for a few days and recuperate, to get well from the war wounds. That is why in Triplicane you will see the whole family standing inside the Garbha Mandir. Everyone of the Krishna's family will be inside the Garbha Mandir, because all of them were taking care of him and to recoup from the wounds of the war. The face was full of Bhishma Bana, the wounds of Bhishma Bana. That's why the Moolamurti is with mustache and beard. He could not shave too many wounds. And the Utsava Murti has all the wounds of the Bhishma Bana on his face. Even when Bhishma violated the dharma, Krishna did not kill him back by picking up the weapon. Actually, if Krishna picked up the wheeled chariot and killed Bhishma, it would not have been adharma. He did it for defense. Bhishma violated the dharma, so naturally Krishna has a right to protect himself, right to defend himself. So it would not have been adharma. How in every step he demonstrated his infiniteness. He demonstrated his art, artistic sense, love, romance, and how he demonstrated his ultimate tyaga. Whether the way he created the new nation, purpose of the new nation, or the purpose of all his strategies, everything, you can see an extraordinary tyaga. You can see his love for Srishti, his love for the humanity, his love for the whole Srishti, not just humanity. When he needed to reduce the Bhubara, the load on the planet Earth, to save the Srishti, he has to sacrifice certain number of certain type of human beings. He was ready to do it. Understand? The time of the Krishna was such, too many stupid fellows were having the nuke in their hand, nukes in their hand, nuclear bombs in their hands. It's like in YouTube, how to make nuclear bomb. The whole technology is put and the whole thing is made open source. That is the way it was in those days. Any Tom, Dick and Harry. And this Ashwatthama who can't control even his simple anger, who can't think of the larger picture of the Srishti as a Brahmastra. Any time he can finish up the whole Srishti. Too many people were having too many destructive weapons. Like presently now, all the countries have enough weapons to destroy the whole planet Earth 600 times. Not once or twice. All the nuclear weapons all the countries have piled up now can destroy planet Earth 600 times. It can wipe off humanity on the planet Earth 600 times. Exactly the situation was same at the time of Krishna. So first thing he has to do, he has to destroy all those weapons and the people who are absolutely demonic, and even if you destroy their weapons, they will get the powers back if they are allowed to live. Those kind of people, they themselves should be finished. That was the need at the time to save the Srishti. If the Srishti has to continue, if the world has to continue, Krishna has to do this job. I think he is the first incarnation who came down to do the dirty job and got all the blames, but did the tyaga, knowing at some time of the humanity, someone will realize my tyaga. Maybe when I am in the body, nobody will understand or appreciate. But at one point, people will understand my tyaga. He knows that guy who abused him 100 times. Some of you, if you remember his name, put his name. Shubala, yes. Just because Krishna gave a commitment to Shishubala's mother, 100 abuses I will tolerate. He just allowed Shishubala to abuse him in the public court 100 times. Only then he took his Sudarshana Chakra. What a integrity to his words. Among the tyaga sacrifice, the greatest sacrifice is getting abused for your tyaga. Whether he played with gopikas or his so-called 16,000 wives in Dwaraka, it was all absolute tyaga. Never any need for pleasure or demanding pleasure or getting the pleasure. And being abused and accused for his tyaga. And then having patience, just seeing the larger good of the humanity. For all the abuses he went through. If he just said, bye, you guys do what you want, and went back to not even to Parandama, to Paramapada, if he has just gone back to his Dwaraka and lived his life, humanity would have gone to pieces because people had so much of weapons piled up and people who had nuclear weapons were stupid, irresponsible, reactive type of cheap people. And this fool Ashwatthama, he just uses the Brahmastra out of his temper, not even a logically analyzed anger, temper. The fool was so deluded in his temper, instead of killing the Pandavas, he kills Panduputras. He doesn't even know whom he is killing and he is killing. Can you imagine? The worst weapons are in the hands of the worst people. So the only way is create a controlled condition, keep it under your control and destroy all the weapons and all those beings which has become a weapon. What a tyaga. What a strategy. What a manifestation of infinity. How cute, sweet way he uses Saguni to make Duryodhana wear the banana leaf when he goes to Gandhari to make his body diamond. Gandhari wants to give the power of her third eye and make Duryodhana's body into diamond. I want you to know each of the chakra as kind of when that chakra gets solidified with the highest power, it becomes one ratna, type of ratna. If the Vishuddhi gets solidified, it will become the ratna of coral. The Anya becomes solidified, it will become the Ratna diamond. So, if you have that habit of putting a sticker dot in your forehead, if you put diamond on it, your third eye will be continuously active. So she wants to make her power of third eye, the diamond, into Duryodhana's body and make the whole Duryodhana's body into Vajra, diamond. And if Krishna tells, Duryodhana may not believe. So before Saguni's death itself, in some conversation, at some situation, he makes Saguni tell Duryodhana the mana, covering of the body, is too important. Actually, the day when Duryodhana went to meet Gandhari to receive that power, by that time Saguni was dead. But Krishna reminds Duryodhana the words of Saguni and tells him, hey, don't you remember Saguni told you covering of the body is very important. At least your hip part you need to cover, at least with a banana leaf. You can't stand naked even in front of your mother. Because the Saguni's words are reminded by Krishna, Duryodhana agrees. Otherwise, will Duryodhana ever believe something Krishna tells? Read Mahabharata, you will understand. You should all read. Bhagavatam and Mahabharatam, just to understand the personality called Krishna. How the Radha Krishna becomes Gita Krishna. A personal tyaga. And the tyaga he has done in every level for the sake of the larger good of the humanity. Balaji Srinivasan is asking, is there an English version or translation that Swamiji recommends? Prakashanandaji of Houston, Barsana Dham. In Houston, there is a temple called Barsana Dham. Read that founder Prakashananda Swamiji's version. He is the most authentic on Krishna Sampradaya. He has written some of the most beautiful books. And Bhagavatam, surely Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada's. So these two acharyas, the Prakashananda Saraswati of the Barsana Dham in Houston and Srila Prabhupada ji of ISKCON founder. These two acharyas' books on Mahabharata and on Bhagavatam, I'll recommend. That's the most authentic and the right way of explaining the Krishna Sampradaya. See, Krishna should be seen from the Krishna Sampradaya eyes. Even if I try to praise Krishna, I'll be looking at the eyes of the Sampradaya of the Shaivism, because my blood and bone and the core is Shaivite tradition. So I will be looking at even Krishna from the perspective or the eyes of the Veda Agamas. So surely Srila Prabhupada and Prakashananda Swamiji, Prakashananda ji of Houston, Barsana Dham. Houston, there is a temple called Barsana Dham, and the founder of that Barsana Dham, Swami Prakashananda ji, is the disciple of Jagadguru Kripal Maharaj. When you see from the eyes of Srila Prabhupada ji and Sri Prakashananda ji's eyes, you will see Krishna in the Vaishnavite eyes and the light. Ultimately, Krishna can never be explained by anyone because he is beyond words. Vangmanadi kosarancha neti neti bhavitam. He is beyond the Vangmana, and only through not this, not this, not this, that neti neti bhava, ultimately you will realize him, you will experience him. That Paramapada and Parandama, that's different. But if you want to taste Krishna from the eyes of the Krishna Bhakta, the Krishna Vaishnava Sampradaya, the Gaudiya Sampradaya, you should see the through Srila Prabhupada ji and Sri Swami Prakashananda ji. I'll give you from my eyes how I see Krishna. I see Krishna as the greatest Tyagi, the greatest artist, the greatest manifestation of the infinity in every level. Ananta Kalyana Guna Sagara, ocean of zillions of auspicious qualities. Parandama. Every incident of Krishna's happening, I can speak for days. Whether the greatest gift he has given, as Gita, or everything I say, I tell you, everything he has done is Tyaga. This Meena Joshi is messaging. Ishit Prakashananda Saraswati, the media refers to him as the fugitive guru of Barsana Dham. Come on. Meena Joshi, why can't you drop what media refers about him? Then media refers about me also fugitive guru only. media was there during the Krishna's time, they would have referred him also as a fugitive only. Because he escaped from Mathura, Vrindavan and went away to the other corner of the known land of those days, Dwaraka. See, Mathura and Vrindavan is this corner, the banks of Yamuna, of the known land of those days. And he moves to the other corner, Gujarat, Dwaraka, which is the end of the known land at that time. If there was a media at those days, they would have referred Krishna also the same thing. So drop what media refers about them. Actually, you can use this as a scale. If media abuses some Hindu guru, be very clear, he is a real staunch Hindu guru. If there is no media abusal on that guru, he's a, all right, why should I don't want to make any comments, pass any comments, forget about it. I'll say only this much. If some Hindu guru is abused, attacked, left, right, center, up, down, below the belt, in every possible way, every kind of a naming, shaming, body shaming, without any decent, without any basic decency, without any decent presentation, or without applying any basic logic. If some Hindu guru was attacked, abused by media, be very clear, he is a staunch, real, right Hindu guru. Go with him. If media goes after him, you go with him. Global media is going to be forever against Hinduism because it is created by Hindu Messiah forces. Why do you expect Hindu Messiah forces to be supporting Hindu gurus? Come on. Still I am alive and breathing itself is because of Paramashiva's grace on me. So Meena Joshi, drop what media refers about Prakashananda Saraswati. Be very clear. He is one of the greatest masters of Hinduism. You think when Vivekananda was in the body, he was praised? You think when Paramahamsa Yogananda was in the body, he was greatly praised, appreciated, accepted? Through his living body, he proved he is the great yogi by achieving Jiva Samadhi and not body disintegrating. Like a regular dead body, he has established his greatness. Meena Joshi, please drop what media refers to him. I want all my disciples to respect, revere Prakashananda Saraswati and Srila Prabhupada ji, of founder of ISKCON, and read their books, read their commentaries on the scriptures. Media is like a Sishubala. If media abuses some Hindu guru, you should be very clear he is the real Hindu guru. That's all. That's the way you should identify a real Hindu guru. Krishna. The greatest gift you can receive from Krishna is Krishna Bhakti. If you can stand in awe seeing Krishna, it's the real lip lock with Krishna. Sorry for very open but very sweet. If your jaws drop seeing the grandeur of Krishna, lip lock with Krishna. What a being. Krishna Bhakti is the greatest gift you can receive from Krishna. I'll say Gita is only second gift. First gift is Krishna Bhakti. Gita is encyclopedia of Hindu philosophies in one book. I can describe Gita in multiple terms, multiple words. But Krishna Bhakti is the best gift you can receive from Krishna. You should understand the grandeur of Krishna from every dimension. The manifestation of his intelligence, manifestation of his Tyaga, manifestation of his love, manifestation of his infinity. Not only when I start talking about Krishna, even when I think about Krishna, I can't close my mouth. Krishna is the face of Hinduism. Krishna is the symbol of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Whether is Radha Krishna dimension or Gita Krishna dimension, is every dimension he manifested Parameshwaratva. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanura Mardanam Devagi Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Being in awe about Krishna is Krishna Bhakti. That is the prasada you should receive on this Krishna Janmashtami. Let's ask Krishna to give us Krishna Bhakti on this Krishna Janmashtami. With this prayer to Krishna, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, Kailasa, Maha Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nityananda Ananta Sayana Ananta Rupa